Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for another episode of Workers and Resources. I'm your lovely host, Kelvin, and I hope you're all doing well today. So, we're still sitting on the knife edge and all that, but things are good. Unfinished Plumbing 3003 is officially done the groundworks, and now just the prefab panels are coming in, which ain't too bad. And I figure now it's actually time to set things up to run. So, continue construction on the power plant, because we also technically need that. The resources are all on site, it's just a matter of personnel at this point. And it's time for us to purchase a locomotive. Speed. So, 85. Oh, that's fastest to slowest, right? Okay. So yeah, the backwards 3 series, or 3 series, or whatever the hell that is, the backwards E series. 65 is fine. We can get, I don't think paying 5,000 for the extra engine, that's nearly double the engine power. Like, this might not be too bad. And it is a Polish train, so I think I'll actually go into this. So, we'll grab a quick purchase of it. Chugga, 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 chugga. Nice. Alright. So you're gonna come to here, and then to here. Cool. Now, this has a 70 meter, so we've got 24 meters, so we've got, hang on, that's 61 meters. How long is that track again? I should double check, like the loading track. On that particular warehouse. 74 meters. So 24 meters, that gives me exactly 50 meters of cargo space available. So, with that in mind, I can buy a couple Castle G's here, which I think is the best one to get. That would put me let's see, 45, that would give me like 5 extra meters. But as far as I can tell, it's the best one to take. I don't really see any other reason to take anything else, so nothing else holds what we need other than these two. And this one is, oh shit, these are maximum speeds, right? Alright, well, in that case I screwed up anyway. Okay. Launch. Chugga. And then you go to refuel. To be fair, that place does not have coal. So, holy shit, you barely have any coal left. That's concerning. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have a spare dumper, right? Yep. Well, you know what to do. Get going. Hi, I'm good, you can take them all. I'm actually just going to put a stop order on you. Just until some coal can arrive here. You know? Don't want to get caught with that. Alright, the fucking power plant's done. This is just about done. We're ready to boot up the industrial sector. Let's talk buses now. I guess there's one more that I should do. But I can use line spacing, probably, to some effect for now. And it'll be okay, but I definitely need a bus end station. And that's one more thing I forgot. Let's see. Car dealer. I don't know why I can never remember where bus end stations are. Oh yeah, right, because they're technically considered depots for some goddamn reason. Okay. Looks like there's no early start one, so we'll just use this small bus end station here. Good. And I guess I should actually resume this. I paused this pipe and this substation since it wasn't technically required to get the, you know, industrial sector up and running. So, keep delivering. Almost there. Actually, it's all there. Perfect. Well, you may start the train. Go get some fuel. We don't have a ton for you, but every little bit helps, right? Alright, not bad, not bad. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in terms of stops, you will go there, or actually, erase from line. You will go there. You will go there. Okay, so you want to load crops here. You want to load chemicals here. You want to unload crops and chemicals. Load clothes. Unload clothes. Okay. His loyalty seems too low. You guys end up with a job out here or something that just, like, resurrected you? I don't know. Do not allow citizens to move into this building. There's no wear or tear or anything, but everyone just fled that building for some reason. Not exactly aggressively shocking or anything, but hey. Alright. No one from outside CO, please. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, right, I was doing train planning. So for bid crops, honestly, general rule, carry only this. Do we need more than that? Are we ever going to have more than 10 tons of, like, clothes for pickup? Probably not. I don't know. Like, it's a fairly small train. It goes decently quickly. It doesn't have to travel super far. So, I think I do this. That said... Wait until loaded, wait until unloaded there. Need crops and chemicals, good. Alright. Good. Only needs like 20 tons of coal. So. We'll keep you here. Wait until loaded and all that. There. Alright. In. That's set and done. Perfect. So, in that case, I am ready to boot up the industry. Let's get our buses. 3 buses for now. Luckily, it doesn't take long to build a bus station. Or an end station. These are pretty cheap. So. It's going to require 4 more cargo deliveries and 1 delivery of people. Three cargo deliveries remain after this. Good. And the excavators will finish the groundwork, so. That won't be long at all. Alright. Yeah, we're booting this bad boy up. Okay, so add building systems. Go there. This seems like this is fine now. Actually really good. I'm happy with this. Yeah, no resources. Missing coal. Honestly, hey, you want to be an open hole? Go. Let's purchase another dumper. We're gonna load some coal and unload coal. Actually, I think I just came up with a brilliant solution to so many of my problems.
An earnest disciple.
The problem, of course, is this power plant may not get enough workers. And I don't know how I've never thought about this before. But I can just tell them to unload the power plant first before unloading at the general industry. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. How am I this stupid that I never realized I could just do that this entire goddamn these years I've been playing this game and grinding my brain against that. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. The solution eventually arrived. Alright, these guys should be able to finish. This bus station up. Research program finished. Woo! We can issue tourist visas to Soviets now. Huzzah! Theoretically, like, tourism's a decent little bit of way to make some money. So we'll see. Alright. You? Okay, you have the station. Okay. Good. Copy the schedule. Only launch one every 50 seconds. I don't know how many buses we'll need, but that's fine. I am also going to change some things. We're going to go back to collecting needed workers. From the customs house, you know? It's suboptimal, but I want to, focus on getting people into this industry. There we go. Yeah, it only requires 3% fucking juice for everything right now. So, 0.5 tons of chemicals. Okay, I need to redo some of this. This one will be exclusively for that. And how many tons of crops can you handle? 70. So I need 3.3 tons of chemicals. In car number 5. Approximately. Perfect, though. There we go. So in terms of all this, yeah, our imports are still under 10,000. So now all we need to do is make enough clothes every month to cover that, which we're actually looking like we'll be able to do. Yeah, nothing to repair, but hear me out. You're getting a couple of vehicles here that will help with that. So I want to make sure that basically about twice as many people go into the clothing factory as the fabric factory. Try and keep production roughly even. But yeah. Look at them go. But yeah, I'm also trying to think because each 20 tons of crops becomes 5 tons of fabric, which becomes 2.5 tons. So realistically, we are not going to produce more than 6 tons of clothes from this. under, like, any reasonable circumstance. So, I put 3.3 tons-ish there. And then I can switch this back over to exclusively crops. Yes? Yes. Math works. Yeah. I'm gonna give you just a go ahead. Take those 2 tons. That's a start. But yeah, we've got our first industrial workers now. A lot of our imports are actually just incredible quantities of coal to fill up like the train coaling station and the power plant. So the good news is that will die down fairly aggressively. You know? So that'll knock that up. Oh yeah, also the chemicals and crops are now our top imports, which is fair. But yeah, our imports are relatively low. Okay, we still do have one more thing I haven't dealt with here yet, which is the waste pickups. It's finally time I do that. I don't really need trash containers. You know? I think we'll be okay without that. I think I'll probably just throw down one of my free technical offices here. Now, here's the next question. Does anything here produce small garbage? You. Of course you would, you piece of garbage. We do have hazard waste to worry about, which, while annoying, is not really a big deal. Waste trucks. The Yag 10 waste is very nice, 6.5 tons, just what we need. And I guess one for there. Beautiful clean coal for the win, yeah. It's like not a ton of waste is being produced right now. We'll probably need to deal with sorting it eventually, a little bit more, but it's fine. Like I said, things are pretty small scale right now. And as you can see, things are actually going pretty well. Alright. So, next up, rather than activating Luben, since I have spare construction capacity finally, I'm going to expand and try and use a little more of the infrastructure I already have. You will... You will let me... No, almost. I had it for a moment. Okay. No one from outside CO. And do not get citizens, please. But yeah, if we can get another, 110 people moved in here, that's another 110 workers. That will help. Let's do basic research for fire prevention. But let me stretch my infrastructure a little bit further than what we've got already. And the most recent failure, or risk of failure point at this point, is a small heating plant, which did not have as much coal left by the end as I expected it to, which is concerning. This place, yeah, it's still filling up. I'm not too worried. And this place barely consumes anything. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. We remarkably consume so little power compared to what that can produce. I'm really debating if I want to set up an export hookup. Like I can, just as we placed over to this hook, which is fine. But I don't think I want to do that. I think we're okay. On the other hand, do like 3 here. Doesn't seem to be any that are waiting. Like, are you waiting at any time? No, so that's fine then. Okay, let's get down to only like 3 workers. We don't need more than that, pretty clearly. And maybe we do. Let's do 5. There we are. Put a few more people to work in the clothing and other factories. Yep. And this train's almost ready to take off fully loaded with 5 tons of clothes. Look at that. Our first industrial products. Been a long road to get here. But hey. We've got there. Like I say, soon we'll be able to afford to wake up Luben and start directing them to the industry core too. Yeah, this train's got 8,000 on it. Actually, as far as resource imports go, we only did 4,000. That's not a huge shock, of course. I guess the train hasn't done an import run, so. Citizen loyalty seems too low now. Yeah, some of these people are seemingly just randomly waking up and still struggling a bit. But yeah, so 10,000, and then, yeah, wow. So if we discount imported vehicles, we, did actually break even. Almost. Which is good. Which is good. Especially given that we still have like a lot of imports going on, and over time we're going to start actually turning a profit. A very nice profit. Especially once we wake up Luben. We need more industrial output. Yes, we do. Oh god, yes we do. And I will get it. We're working hard, trust me. Another brick flat, and this place will be set up in no time. And here comes in all the remaining concrete. Perfect. Hammer away. But yeah, that'll be 100 new people. And the great thing about adding on to this town is it already has all of the stuff it needs. Like, all of the extra people I successfully managed to put in a house. Will just go into the industrial sector. Everything you need? Yes, you do. Okay. So let's try and get an extra 200 workers coming through here. And if I can do that, that's going to really help our industrial output. It took a long pipe to get here. It's a proverb popular in Polish regions. Yeah. A long fucking shit-filled pipe to get here. By God, we did it. By Lenin's mustache, we got here. Yeah. 70. What are you guys doing here? 80% happiness in these flats. Nice. Yeah. Cultural enjoyment and sports enjoyment are still climbing. It looks like it's one of those things that literally will take years to heal. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, so 200 additional workers in the town of Clem. And then I think we wake up Luben. Only because I have no choice, because I'm going to be overrun with crime before too long, I'm sure. Alright. So, one water tank. One sewage tank. Oh yeah, I should check in on these substations. How much are you, like, doing? Yeah. So, unsurprisingly, I'm gonna need a couple of substations. I'm not shocked. Put them out of here. Yeah. Well, let's check. How far out are you reaching? Not actually far enough. Alright. So, put down the substation like here, I guess? I don't know. Here works. Alright. Deal with these. Yeah. Because I need to make it so that no worker, no access. Well, yeah, for the infrastructure I don't want it started yet. That's fine. Okay. Okay. No, that's good. We need to consider waste still. I swear to God. There, got it. Alright. Yeah, I got a lot of garbage hookups there. I don't know. We'll see what we can do for the rest of the city. Maybe just the small ones. Like, the problem is the small ones just do not hold enough, you know? They do not hold enough to be worth it to build, in my opinion. Okay. Good shit. Okay. Then one more over here, and I think I'm good. These should mostly be covered. Make this footpath asphalt. And spend it. Alright. Yeah, clicking OP. I can't believe that works. I still can't believe I've hacked that somehow. If you just aggressively and quickly click, sometimes it'll like it does like little weird terraformings or whatever, and then just sometimes works. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me, but here we are. Alright, so the industrial core is online. The Luben plans for the wake up are now basically in place. I guess I should. So wisely set up the rest, though. So wisely set all that up. I need the pump first. Problem here? Yeah. Okay. Well, still spend it. But I'll leave that there, just in case. Because it looks like it might become a bit of a problem later. Or I guess I can't, because then they'll build the freaking random pipes. It'll be fine. I have to trust myself. That's the demo. And I guess actually I should probably pump towards the city. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Because that's where I've got the thing. That would make far more sense. And I do kind of want to have a water switch here. Damn, unfortunately there's not quite enough room. I'll still be able to fit a water switch in somewhere up here. And I just want to check to make sure like there's a valid footpath connection. There is, good. Alright. There we go. And then I just need the pump. I don't think there's any good spot, really. But it's not too bad there, at least. Only a slight weird curve. And there we are. That's the water network. And then this, the big one. Okay, so it's 1 kilometer that way. Or, hook into this network over here is 1.8 kilometers. I think what I'm going to do is probably make a new, like, sewage thing. Because, dear God. other way. And hold on, here would not actually hit the prison, so that's really bad. Okay. It says to go. I think like here. Let's see. Yeah, it still does not hit the prison. Unfortunately, the prison being hit a large building is super annoying. And we don't have access to the smaller prison because early start. Yeah. What do you mean due to infrastructure? If I could find a place in here, would that be good enough? No, I think I actually just need 2. I think the only way this works is with 2. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. You also are not making it there. Okay. So in that case, that water switch is saving grace here. I'll probably want to put the water close to the side. Just to make way for the sewage in any areas I can find. That footpath. Finish this footpath. Okay, that's better. Sewage tank 1 and sewage tank 2. Oh yeah, there's like a couple of suburban houses there, but that's whatever. Alright. They're gonna need to meet up. Looks like we should be able to place sewage switch out here, just eyeballing it. And it should have slope. No. Alright, topography. Okay, if I plant a sewage switch about here. Wood. That one's right here. Some other structures in the way. Yeah, that's the. Oh, I was gonna say that was the other sewage switch, but no. Yes, switch. Okay. It's not the way I meant that. Perfect. Just in case. Okay, so I can do as little as like 500 meters here, which is pretty good. That's nice. Although, exact distance may vary depending on just how hard it is to get this thing to accept. This particular river coastline. This can't be too far away from me to use my, like, excavator, right? That should do. I find that having a deeper drop off tends to help this. Yeah, there we are. That seems like the thing it just kind of needs. Okay, now knowing where it is. $507, not bad. Alright, it should all be disconnected. The keyword is should. But I am going to grab my savior, just in case. And all roadway ones and footpath connections should be suspended. And everything else otherwise disconnected. Then I guess I still do need a power transformer. And there we go. Et voila. That is everything I need for Luben. That is everything I need for Luben. Nothing in Luben seems like it's woken up. People are all only heading to church as far as I can tell. Or it looks that way. Good. Like I said, we'll finish off Chelm though. Get a couple additional brick flats. Okay. 7,000. By the looks of it, we only really get one train out per month right now, which isn't great. But it is a start. Anyway, Luben will give us the crime and punishment. It'll give us technical university. And I don't know. Let's just say how many people actually live here. 150, 300, 425, 560, 570. I don't know, about 650 before I've even put in any additional flats, so. And not counting a bunch of small rando houses, so about 700, we'll say. We'll just say even 700. Put a train station along the real straight bit. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. But we still have a ton of straight, and I don't think I'd put a train station here. I think I could definitely put like a divergence, but we definitely have more than enough room for that. But you know what? Why not? Let's roll back the power transformer just a little bit. Just in case I should ever need to put some weird switching stuff here, you know? You never know. That said, I am going to maybe continue Operation No. The problem is right now I don't really have the semaphores finished yet. I've started the semaphores, but like they are far, far from finished. Oh, Lord. Alright. And I guess that's what I need to do. And you need to put a switch here. There we are, track switch, now doable. And let's see. Train heading in. Regular heading out. Good. Alright, I think I actually might finish the 7-4 network for what we've got. Yeah. And then this part just has to be built out. We'll have dual railway tracks in Luben, which then eventually we'll need to meet up here. So we'll have to build a bridge over this. And there with the coal mine and the coal processing around here. Yeah. It's starting to shape up. There's also a decent bit of room in Luben for additional brick flats, by the looks of it, you know? Maybe not the large ones, but I could definitely probably slam down quite a few smaller ones. What's the biggest small one we got? 48 workers. Although, okay, about that one. Actually, can I? No, I don't think it actually let me click it. 48 here. Alright, this isn't too bad. The quality of flats, though? Oh, at 80%. Alright. No, that's alright. Yeah, we can throw in a decent number of these. Probably. Everyone, suspend construction, go home. That got built. Whoops. Okay, it sounds intensely, yeah. Alright, we missed that. Suspend. Suspend. Whoops-a-doodle. Left a couple of connections. Luckily, I think it's fine, so. It's marked for me later. Alright. Good. Alright, everyone, Luben, just go back to sleep. Everything's fine. Alright. Electricity problem. I think it was probably just a momentary lack of workers. On that note, there's another thing I need to do. Let me get 3 more buses in this time in the line. Or potentially up to 3. Let me maybe read the line info, you know? Okay, so the average lap time is 220. So for, yeah, alright, I actually only need 5, I think. Yeah, I didn't need a full 6, so. No, it's fine. Launch and launch. Okay, the bus end station, they'll sort themselves out, and that'll be fine. And that should ensure that 1 bus arrives every 60 seconds, which will allow for 1 busload of workers every time. Now, unfortunately, these busloads of workers are at capacity 30, but we'll see. We may need more buses, actually, to truly fuel this. We'll see. Good stuff. Fire prevention for civil infrastructure, please and thank you. Alright. Everything seems to be back nice and calm in Luben. Good. There is one more thing I've forgotten, but I almost always forget. Attractions. I don't like seeing that. Yeah, it's not too bad, but not great either. Let's see. Fit in a carousel. Actually, you know what we do need to fit in here? There's one more thing I also forgot. Is there ever? Excellent. We can fit a Kremlin tower in. Perfect. Alright, monument check. Still do need a couple of attractions. See where, if anywhere, I can actually fit them in and then call it an episode, I think. Oh shit. Autodrome in here? I can. But alas, it will be no good. It's the surprise. Has its thing in the right place. Suspend. Okay, good. And then I just need one more attraction. Ideally central in town somewhere. But at this point, you know, town's pretty packed. Okay, let's switch. Might be hard. Might be hard. I think I can maybe do this. Maybe. It's gonna be tight. No, I don't think so. I could do it here, but like, decent chunk that misses out. I can do it here. A decent chunk misses out. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere I can really put this. This might be the best centrally located way. Yeah, not bad there. I think this is the best I get. Which, well, that sucks. That's too sharp of a turn on a pedestrian walkway. I don't know, guys. You ever been on a walkway and thought, man, that turn was too sharp? I don't know. Actually, I guess. Probably do it. Just suspend it. Alright. How we doing? Well, pretty well, apparently. Even with our ongoing construction, we are producing profit, potentially. And, you know, as we get a couple more flats in, especially, you know, if I can fit some of these smaller ones in too, oh boy. You know? This might be some spots. It's just slightly too big, but yeah, we have some room here that I think can definitely be filled with some flats. That building is bigger and holds less people. Man. Apparently not. Jesus Christ. But yeah, we can fit in some more workers here and there. And try and, you know, leverage that. If we can leverage that and do additional production, we'll be alright. That one's too steep to climb, but it's otherwise fine. But yeah, there's an extra 90-ish workers we can store here. Alright. Hey, look. Another one there. Oh yes, Get Citizens is still on. I've got to turn that off. Let's make sure I do that now. Off Get Citizens. Conveniently, I have a village, realistically, that of people that just kind of need to stop existing. That I can move. Or otherwise. So, we'll see. Let's depopulate this place, shall we? Collect them into us. They won't be super happy, but hey, it's fine. Only 25% children, so the population growth is starting to drop, which is not what I like to see. Alright. Well, let's see what we can pull. We'll pull people from Western Poland out here. There. That'll be good. Like I said, more people, more workers. And honestly, yeah, get a 6-1. Start. Alright, so we have 6. Round trip times 222. Yeah, we'll bring it down to 40. That should be fine. Alright, I think that, that'll do it. That will do it. We've kind of got a stable economy going. Kind of. Still definitely requires a scaling of industrial production and just more people in general. And I feel like we're balancing out a knife's edge on citizen loyalty, which I'd like to fix. But hey, we're there. Celebrations, everyone. Oh, fuck, it's been a full fucking hour of recording. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your players, Calvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.